to the still small voice. Let's talk fast because we only have 2 or 3 minutes. But you know, everybody in the world is talking about the year 2012, you know, quote unquote, the end of all things, the end of the world. Movies are being made, websites have been opened, there is a lot of hysteria, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of discouragement, but at the same time there's tremendous faith for those who are reading the book of books. And I'd like to just address some of this very, very briefly, of course, in just the next few minutes. First of all, everybody says, can you feel the change? Can you feel that things are getting harder? It's like my feet are in mud. I am working harder, but I'm not getting as much done. Do you feel that time is speeding up? I hear all of these things as we travel quite extensively. Yes, yes, yes. I agree. Things are changing. It's not like it was even a few months ago. It's changing so quickly. We're not sure anymore. There's no security anymore. Yes, this is our world, and everything is stirred up. And aren't we surprised at the nations that are coming up to be so virulently hateful against Israel? Israel wants to protect herself and her border. Oh no, she's not allowed. And so we're working to make a world community and a world system so that the Middle East is free of nuclear weapons, but of course we don't mention Iran. So it's a bit insane. We're calling good evil and evil good here. But let's not get overcharged with all of that. Let's understand that our troubles are much bigger than you and I. Your pressures are much greater than you and your wife or your boss. There's a conspiracy going. Did you know that there was a conspiracy? And that there is a war in heaven. And that there is something called good and evil, and we're kind of caught in the middle. And it's like we're in the middle of a boxing match, and sometimes we get black eyes. It's really true. And the Bible says it so clearly in the book of Ephesians chapter 6, and I'm going to read it. For we do not wrestle. Have you ever wrestled? Do you know how much strength it takes? You sweat, you groan, you grit your teeth to hang on because you're wrestling, right? You have an opponent. We do not wrestle against flesh and blood. It's not Jim or Harry or George or Sheila or Joan or Cecilia you're fighting. But we wrestle against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age. The rulers of the darkness, what are you talking about? Yes, just stop and look at what people are feeding upon. It's dark, skulls everywhere. What? But we're called to life. But there's this downward trend. We're wrestling against spiritual hosts of wickedness in heavenly places. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is bigger than any government in the world. Therefore it says, take up the whole armor of God that you may be able to withstand in the evil day. In other words, God has weapons for you and I to use. Withstand, what does it mean? It means anti-stemi. What? In Greek. Okay, so what am I getting at? Compare it to the word antihistamine. From anti, it means against. Histemi is to cause to stand. God is going to give you the strength to stand. The verb suggests that we will be able to vigorously oppose, we will bravely resist, and we will stand face to face against our adversary. And you'll stand on your ground. You're not going to lose your house. You're not going to lose your life. You're not going to lose your marriage. You're going to stand up and call the shots. You're going to fight to live. Whoa. So many times, friends, we're so passive. It's very sad. But God is going to give us something that's going to block the anti against us, everything that fights us and tells us that we're not worth anything. Well, that's a bit strong, but it's something for you to think about. You can stand up. You know, they say the greatest contraceptive is the word no. But maybe we need to counteract other things with the word no and know that your standing will give you, not only give you strength, but you will have help from heaven to stand with you. And having done all to stand, the Bible says you're going to stand up. We're not going to fall down in these days. We're going to stand up. Israel's not going to fall down. She's going to stand up and be counted. And there's so much more I'd like to share, but time's up. Anyway, something to think about today. See you on my website, stillsmallvoice.tv. Shalom from Israel.